Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Maybe This Helps with myself, Josh Gallier. This week's episode was really fun. I got the opportunity to chat to somebody new, somebody that I don't know, learn all about them, learn about the challenges they're going through, and how they're taking all of that energy into trying to make a difference, a positive difference to so many other people's lives. I don't want to give it away too much. I'm going to let Josh tell you all about his amazing challenge. Please welcome Josh to Maybe This Helps. Josh, mate, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Why don't you just start us off, mate? Tell us what you're doing, why you're doing it, and yeah, I'm interested to find out.
So this year I'm running 5,656 kilometres. So it's raising money for Calm, who are campaigning against living miserably, a suicide prevention charity, and it is 1 kilometre for every life lost in 2023. So it's a kilometre for every registered suicide in England, 2023.
Mate, amazing, absolutely class. What a challenge though! Like, if you're not a runner, like it just sounds like numbers, right? But it pretty much averages out to like 15K a day, like just
Yeah,
over.
yeah. So it's 15.5K a day. And to be fair, mate, I wasn't really a runner. So
Yeah,
I run my first marathon in December last year,
yeah, mental.
and really enjoyed the whole build up to it, and enjoyed the day as well. Managed to get the time that I wanted,
Yeah,
and then afterwards, I was like, how can I transition the running into something a bit more serious and something a bit more helpful, I guess.
yeah,
So yeah, came up with a 5,656 reasons to run. But I like fell into running. Like it was one of the things I think everyone was doing. I fell into it. I really enjoyed it, and I thought if I could take something that I enjoy into a challenge that's potentially going to help people, then absolutely amazing.
yeah. Literally nothing better, is there? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, like, why Calm? Like, what sort of drew you to that charity and sort of that cause?
So Calm, because I know of people that have used their services before. I
Yeah,
haven't exactly myself, but
yeah,
I think it was probably more that I'd always seen like promotions through Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that.
yeah,
Um, and even in like, so I've got the Harlequin in Watford close to
yeah,
me, and they've got like the screens in the middle of the Harlequin, and they come up with like the Calm and like their little posters and things, which is pretty cool. So there was no specific reason behind it, but I just knew that they were doing amazing things, and I've seen a lot of things promoted around, so I thought Calm were the best to go with.
yeah, mate, wicked. Like, I resonate with it a lot, to be fair, because part of the reason I started doing this was because I had, not that I was affected personally, but I had some people close to me that over the past like 6 months or so reached out to me and was just like, "Oh, mate, like I've thought about ending my life, or like I've been having these thoughts and feelings." And ever since I think that's kind of how I come across yourself. I think I seen one of your very first videos, like, and you must have been like a couple of weeks in, and I had obviously just started training for like the run that I'm doing, and then it's just funny how things over then a few months. I had some friends sort of say to me like, "Mate, like I've been struggling," and I don't know. It's weird how the universe sort of like brings it full circle. But yeah, mate, I think the cause is amazing, mate. Like absolutely incredible. Um, Sort of where are you at with the fundraising now? Because I had a little look the other day, and you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, so we're at just over 9 grand at the moment,
Wicked.
which is good. Like, so we're hoping to get around 25, which I think by the end of it we're going to smash. So I've got a big charity golf day on Thursday this week actually.
Oh, wicked.
So that's up at the Grove. So it's one of my friends. He owns a company called Pure Logistics. So it's their golf day, but it's specifically for 5,656 reasons to run,
Wicked.
for myself, and to try and raise as much money as we can on a day. So we've had loads of people that have given us prizes, things to auction, things to raffle, and then we're going to have kind of like a little party at the end, a couple of drinks. So we've got a good Irish band that are going to come down. They're going to play at like one of our local pubs. So it'll be good. It'll be a really good day. I love golf. All my mates love golf.
Yeah.
Like, so it'll be unreal. And it's a lot of it's more of like a togetherness thing as well, you know. There's obviously the serious matter of the suicide rates at the moment. Well, that's the reason that I'm doing it, and
Yeah,
the guys have got involved and they're helping me raise as much as I can. But also, yeah, we spoke about it briefly. I think that the topic can be a bit too serious sometimes, even though it is a serious topic. Like you need to kind of have, I don't know how to word it. You can't
it's
have
like
fun
there's like
around
levels
it,
to the
but
conversation, isn't there? There's
of
like
course,
there's times to have like the real serious, like we need to help you. How do we help you specifically, whatever you're dealing with? But then there's like the bigger picture of like if you are struggling with something, maybe you just need to go to a golf day, or maybe you just need to like interact with people and socialize, or whatever it may be.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I completely agree. So yeah, it'll be good. I'm going to get up and have a little speech at the end and just talk about obviously what I'm doing. I've got a few things that I want to say in there, but yeah, it's more about we're all going to be sitting around together at the end, which will be very, very cool. And it'll be something like just talking about how the person on your left's probably got your back, the person on your right's got your back, the person in front of you has got your back. Like you think that you're alone, but there are so many people just in this room
Yeah,
that you can talk to, you know.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, it'll be a good day, and hopefully everyone enjoys it, and obviously hopefully we raise a lot of money for Calm.
oh mate, I'm sure you will. Yeah, 100%. We just need a brief pause on today's episode because since recording this with Josh, the golf day has happened and they have raised a phenomenal amount of money. Josh, all the people that have been supporting him, everyone that's helped him organise the golf day, they've managed to raise £25,000 for Calm, which is incredible. Sorry about the stoppage. I just wanted to get this in there. Let's get straight back into this episode. I hope you're enjoying the conversation. And if you don't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. It does a great deal for us trying to help as many people as possible. I think it's interesting, like what you said then about like the people around you probably have your back, because obviously, like since I've sort of kind of got into this and reached out to you and stuff, I naturally had a little look, and I've heard some of these figures before, but apparently it's like 1 in 4 people have suicidal thoughts. And like
Mm.
you think like when you like at your golf day, for example, I presume like 100 people there, a couple hundred people.
Yes, it's 88. So say with the other people that are helping out and
Yeah,
photographers, blah blah. Like yeah, you think about 100 people there.
yeah. Like there's potentially like 10 people that are going to be at that event that could potentially in their lifetime like have suicidal thoughts or something. And I think when you kind of put it into that perspective, it's mad, isn't it? It's mind blowing, really.
When you hear the stats and you look at the stats like that, it is. It's a lot more common now. Maybe because it's talked more about a lot more now, but it is. It seems to be a lot more common now. But yeah, as I said, well, as you just said, like when you're in a room like that, you will look around, and I think that that's the like one of the main reasons that we wanted to do like a big day and get a lot of people together,
Yeah,
just because like everyone is so similar and everyone is in the same boat at the end of the day, and
yeah,
you will find that in a big group of people, there are going to be people exactly the same as you if you are struggling. It's
yeah.
not you're not alone in the fact, you know.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah. Onto the running. How's it been? Like, I hate asking this question because I don't want to jinx it for you, but how have you been with like injuries and niggles? And you all good? I hope so. I'm touching wood for you.
Yeah, it's a touch wood. I had a bit of a problem right at the start with my knee. I've got dodgy knees anyway. Um, and I was pretty ill a month and a half ago, like 2 months, a month and a half ago. I got a really bad urine infection, which I've never had before.
Yeah.
And I know that it's like it's more women get urine infections, blah blah. I've never really heard of many men to get them, but it was horrendous, mate. Like it properly knocked me for six. Um,
Were you
so yeah, I had
stressing that
that.
you were gonna sort of like get behind on the
Yeah, of
kilometers and
course.
stuff?
Yeah, the whole time, which I did. So I'm trying to like claw it back now. But I just think yeah, over the space of the year, obviously I've run over 4,100 kilometers now over the year. Like my body has taken a battering,
Yeah,
and there have been days when I probably should have rested, but I haven't because I'm so set on reaching this target and like there's no room for error.
yeah,
Well, where there really is, there is a bit of room for error, you know, like if you need to take a day off, um, then take the day off because if you don't, then you'll end up getting into, well, where I got into, you know, and the illness hits and then you're out for longer than a day.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, like fingers crossed, it's been the toughest thing that I've ever
Oh, mate.
done, and I think that I ever will do. But fingers crossed, like I've been very, very lucky.
I mate, I sympathise a lot. Like I think I said to you briefly, sort of when we were messaging, like I'm running 120k ultra,
Yeah,
and
which is
like,
mad.
yeah, oh mate, don't. I'm half excited and half absolutely bricking it. But yeah, I only started running last October, right? And just the sort of amount of running I've been doing, I'm like, I'm looking at you, and then I'm just like, what have I got to worry about? Because you've got to run every day without fail. So like, how's it been just finding the time as well? Because like, I've been struggling with the times, and because it's not just, oh, you got to go out for a run. It's like if you're running like 15, 20, 30k, it's like hours of your day, and
Yeah.
then you're knackered after. So like, how's it been?
So I think that was the problem at first. Like I've obviously set myself this task, and I was so obsessed with timings. So I was pretty much running up until 2 months ago. I was pretty much running every run at like a 5:30 below like kilometer pace, which when you're doing that every day is just
It's too
ridiculous.
much. Yeah,
Like my body was in absolute bits, and that's obviously why I got ill
yeah,
in the end and started having a few niggles and stuff like that. Um, but I've slowed it down a lot now. Like I do a bit of run walking and stuff like that as well. Like
yeah,
it's just whatever I can now, like do to get myself over the finish line uh, without putting myself in danger again, I guess.
yeah, yeah,
Um, because yeah, when I got ill, like I was, it wasn't just like physical, like it was mental as well.
yeah,
Like I was in a very, very dark place, mainly probably just because I thought like, Jesus Christ, I've got this far and there's actually a potential that I won't complete this.
yeah,
And I've put so much into it. Like this has been my whole year. This is like if I can't do it, it's the end of everything, which it's not really, but I still would have done something amazing. But like the pressure, it does really, really get to you. And it wasn't just, yeah, like the illness kind of like spiraled into like I was just really struggling mentally in the end.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I forgot what the question was.
Nah,
Sorry.
you're all good, mate. I was gonna ask, like, obviously, it started to get you a bit, obviously, like you said, when you got injured and whatever. But how's it been throughout the year? Because that pressure must have been like slowly creeping on. Like, it's one of those, I think, like the deeper you get into the challenge, the pressure naturally builds, right?
Hmm.
But then naturally your risk of getting ill or injured or something increases as well. How Because naturally there's days when you just don't want to run or you don't have time to run or life happens, right?
Yeah.
How have you managed that? Because that would drive me insane, I think, like having life commitments and then all that pressure from.
Um, I guess my life has changed a lot this year due to the running, obviously, because everything has been worked around that.
Yeah,
So yeah, it depends on like what my days look like. Obviously, if I've got a day off, then I've got the whole day to sort of like get my run done, and I don't have to stress about it as much. But when I'm working, like I'm a barber as well, so
yeah, stood up
I'm
all
on my
day.
feet
Yeah,
for 8 hours a day, you know,
yeah, mate. My
working
mum's
long
a
shifts.
hairdresser, so yeah, I feel you, mate. I get that
Yeah.
pain. Yeah,
So that's like been another struggle. That's like just yeah. But yeah, trying to find the time. I guess when you prioritize things, you always make time. It's
Yeah,
the same with anything. It's the same if you're studying. If this it's the same as like when you're having children, spending time with loved ones and things like your prior. Like, and this is my main priority at the moment.
yeah,
Um, which has been like another thing as well because I prioritize this, and then I feel as if maybe I haven't really been there for my friends as much. Maybe I haven't been as present at like family dues and things like that. So yeah, it can. It obviously takes over your life in the
yeah,
end, but it's just finding time whenever you can. Like if I can get out on a run on my lunch break, I will. If I can get out on a walk on my lunch break, then I will just to add up the kilometers. I'll get out in the morning. I'll get out in the evening. It's just whenever there's no real structure to it, mate. If I'm honest with
yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
it's just when you can do it, you know.
Mate, I rate that though. Just like as a concept, I think this is one thing that I've sort of learned about running is like you set a goal, you make it a non-negotiable, and then you just fucking figure it out. And like it, it's mad. I know it sounds oversimplistic, but like it makes me think anyway. Like imagine if I did this in like everything in my life, like
Yeah,
and yeah, I don't know. Like I still sort of say to myself like I don't enjoy running, but I think really I'm really grateful for like what it's taught me. I know that sounds super cringy, but like when you commit to a
no, it's
run
true,
like
man.
this, yeah, like other than that sort of stuff, like do you after this are you done with running, or are you going to carry on running, or like what's next?
Well, I'm definitely going to have a good bit of time off. Um, Next year, I'm relocating, so I'm moving to Australia next year,
Oh, crazy man!
which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm moving over to Sydney in January, which is
Nice.
going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, so yeah, I definitely will have a good bit of time off. Like I like to be in the gym as well. Like I've come from like I wouldn't say a weightlifting background, but I've always done like my hypertrophy training, blah blah. Like I played a lot
yeah,
of football when I was younger and stuff. So it was more yeah, it was more like power sort of stuff that I was doing and a bit of like muscle building than running, you know. But I'll take a bit of time off. But I think I will try and get back into it um, after a couple of months because I want to try and go for a 3 hour marathon. I think
sick.
that's like
I
going
looked
to be
at
the
it
next
silent.
thing.
I thought you were going to say that. Yeah,
Yeah, so I think that's going to be the next thing, and maybe like some ultras in the future as well. I wouldn't mind doing like what you're doing's absolutely crazy. Like I wouldn't mind doing something like that. But yeah, like just I'm gonna get it finished, and then I'm gonna try and I say I'm gonna try and enjoy life. Like I'm enjoying life now, but I'm just gonna relax a little
yeah,
bit and just yeah, kind of like see what happens next year.
mate. I think if you can commit to running, best part of 20K a day every day or whatever, I'm pretty sure you can do whatever. Just from a commitment standpoint, it's a big ass, mate. And I'd have took it for granted before I dived into sort of my running challenge and whatever. I definitely underappreciated how hard running is, just from the time, the commitment, the abuse your body goes through. And if you can do it every day for a year, like unstoppable, mate. So yeah, sick.
But I think it's one of those things. It's the same with anything really. Like, and it's definitely like it's routine now and it's habit. You know.
Yeah,
So what did they say? Did they say 30 days creates a habit? Is
yeah, I
it
think it's
30?
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, 30 days creates a habit. Um, so yeah, after a while, you're just in it. It's the same as like getting up and brushing your teeth and like having a shower. Like you know that you've got to do it every day. Don't get me wrong. Like there's days that I don't want to get up and do it like at all. Like I really, really don't, and it is the last thing. But I force myself to do it because it is part of my routine now and it's habit. But then again, there's days when I don't really want to brush my teeth before I go to bed.
yeah, yeah,
But do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like sometimes I do, and
yeah,
sometimes like I force myself.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
I force myself to, or I don't. So, um, Yeah, when you're in it, and as well, the massive thing for me has been, and probably the same as you, like you announced what you were doing on Instagram, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's accountability.
yeah, mate, 100%.
I've never ever been accountable for anything in my life. Like, and that is really what changes everything because it's not just about me anymore.
Yeah,
It's about it's about the charity that I'm running for and all the people that have unfortunately taken their lives. So it's not just about me anymore. So like I can't be selfish and just go, oh, do you know what? Like
yeah,
this is done now, or it's bigger. It's so
yeah,
much bigger than me. The same with your running as well. Like you know, so accountability is the biggest thing. Like I would say to anyone now, if they're thinking about doing something serious, or if they're thinking about setting themselves a challenge, put it on socials, man.
yeah,
Like honestly, put it on socials because you will get people backing you and you'll get people motivating you, which helps so much. But when you know that people are watching and people are probably talk, oh, have you seen
yeah,
what Josh has done? Like he said that he's going to do this. Like it just spurs you on, man. Like it really, really does. And you know that you have to be accountable for yourself and for everyone else that's watching and everyone else that you're doing the challenge for or whatever, you know.
100%, mate. Yeah, it definitely it like creates that little bit of fire in you. It's like proving people wrong that, but you don't even know who those people are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like you imagine, oh, people are talking about me behind my back or whatever. They're probably not. They probably don't care
Nah.
about me, but that helps get me going. So like, if it works, it works.
100%.
Mate, sick. Bit of a random question. How you doing with the running shoes? Gone? Have you
Uh,
gone through many or?
I've gone through. I think I've done like 5 or 6 pairs now. Yeah, so I actually just changed. I changed to New Balance. Don't ask me what they're
Yeah.
called or like what ones they are. But I was always Asics, so I always stuck with Asics. But so when I got my gait done at the start of it, I went to Asics and they gave me some trainers and they were great. But yeah, then I went to like a more local shop and they done my gait analysis again, and the guy was just like, "You need more help on this side." So I was born with a club foot, like my left
Oh
foot. I've
shit!
got a
Really?
club foot. So yeah, I had that operated on when I was younger. Uh, they like it's pretty mad, like because I've been so lucky. I'm just sorry, I'm just looking at my foot now.
You're all good, mate.
I've been so lucky because I've been able to play sports all my life. Like I played football to a pretty decent level. I played rugby. I've been able to go gym. I've been able to do whatever I want. And obviously now I'm doing this. Like my foot is like fingers crossed. Like it's yeah, it's absolutely smashed it. But when I was younger, they like told my parents like I might be walking with a limp and stuff like that. So I was really lucky that I got the operation when I was young, and my mum did loads of like rehab stuff with me. There's like photos of me as a baby, and she's like manipulating my
Yeah,
foot
yeah, yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah,
Mate, even that though, like I think that just goes to show, like you can literally achieve whatever. Like you can achieve
you
anything.
can,
Do you know what I mean?
you really, really can. I was having a conversation with so I've started a bit of therapy again, and I was having a
Yeah, nice.
conversation with my therapist this morning, and we were literally saying exactly the same thing. I think when you're really so like you just have tunnel vision, like there is nothing that is really going to stop you. And at the moment, I think you know that you probably know that feeling at the moment because you're in it. Do you know what I mean? Like you're in it. You've got your run coming up very very soon. But when you've got that tunnel vision, it is just like not that nothing else matters, but you just know and you have this confidence that
Yeah,
you're going to do it. But that is all down to the practice as well. So I've done 200 and I think it's 85 days today. Like it's 285 days. I've covered over 4,100 kilometers. Like the same as you, like you've put the hard work in
yeah,
and it's the same, like you put the reps in, and you'll become more confident in it.
yeah, 100%, mate. It's like for me, like with the run, I've tried because I basically started from zero. Like I had no running experience. Like literally last October, this time last year, I ran my first ever 5K. Like I was fit anyway because I played ice hockey my whole life.
Sick.
So it's not that I was out of shape, but running's a different beast. Like if you don't run, it's your body has to adapt and learn. And every run I went on that I achieved a new milestone, it was reconfirming to myself that you can do more, you can run further. And then, like, I ran, I think, so from January, I started training for this in January, and then I ran my first 50K in March. So I went from basically like 5K to 50K in like 5 months.
That's unreal.
Yeah, mate. And don't get me wrong, that 50K was brutal, mate. It
Yeah,
was so horrible. But like, did it. Once I did that first 50K, I was like, right, so I've done this in like, well, I trained for it for 3 months. What? So you can, like, you're telling me that I can now do double that if I got another 6, 7, 8 months to train for it? Like, yeah, I can.
yeah.
And I think like those little wins along the way, like when you recognize them, they just create something in you, don't they? Like,
Yeah, 100%. And I go back to the confidence thing again, but of course, it is. It's you putting the time and the effort in, and then, as you say, you reach those small goals. Well, running a 50K ain't no
yeah,
small goal.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's a big achievement. There's not many people that can say that they've run 50 kilometers in one go. So yeah, I go back to the confidence and the reps and all of that, and yeah, you keep putting the time in. You build this you build like a bit of an ego, I'd say, but it's
yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah,
confidence when you're just like, this is tough. Like it's gonna be tough, but in the back of your mind, you know that you've got it.
yeah,
Like
100%.
I've always, well, I say always, that's a lie actually, because at the start of it, I remember talking to my pal, and he's actually an ultra marathon runner.
Yeah, sick.
Um, and he was just like, mate, like what you're doing is crazy. And I was like, yeah, like I know, but like if I don't give it a try, then I'm never going to know whether I could do it anyway.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, luckily enough, I did give it a try, and somehow I have kept up with it. Like I really don't know how I have on some of the days, because it's been brutal, man. I remember at the start in January, we were running in like,
Oh,
oh, luckily enough, it was we were running like there's a few of the boys out, and it was like -9 degrees, mate. Like you'd finish up and you wouldn't have a bead of sweat on you.
yeah.
Like, I've got a beard, like I've got like I'd have like little bloody
Like
ice
icicles.
blocks,
Yeah.
yeah, like in my beard and stuff. Um, but yeah, it's unless you try, then you're never gonna know.
Like,
Um,
how do you feel like on those days when like you don't want to run and you sort of like force yourself through it? How do you feel after? Because I know how I feel, but I'm just interested.
do you know what? It's a hard one now because I don't really get like runner's high now. Do you know what I mean? Maybe because, well, I've always found that you kind of get the runner's high when you're running at a certain pace. I think if like, for me, if you're just plodding along, it's kind of just like you're going for a walk.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes I feel absolutely amazing. Obviously, I feel like a sense of relief when I finish, because I'm like, oh, it's another day done.
Yeah.
Like that's great. Um, But yeah, a lot of the time now, and I think because it's so repetitive and I've just done it over and over again, like it's kind of just like, yeah, it's a bit normal, which it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I suppose it's the same as, don't know, you get a new car or you start a new job, and at the start of it, it's like, oh, this is sick, like unbelievable, and
Yeah.
then after a while, the novelty wears off. Unfortunately, the same with anything.
Yeah.
If you keep if you're using it every day and you're doing it every day, you're going to use your car every day. You're going to work 5 times a week. You know, you're doing that over and over again. After a while, unless you're changing things up, which I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just running every day. It's not like I'm changing my paces. Like I'm pretty much doing the same routes as well all the time. Um, so yeah, it just gets very, very same. So a lot of the time, it's probably just a sense of like, oh, I've done it now. I can actually relax a little bit. It's not like a high. I'm just like a
Yeah,
Whereas I can imagine when you've like pulled yourself through and you haven't wanted to go out for a run, like the sense of achievement. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I get a sense of achievement afterwards and a bit like, yeah, like fair play, like I've done it. Like you've done it again. Like I said that I weren't going to go out and run because it's pissing it down with rain and it's
yeah,
dark and it's cold, but look at me, like I'm out here. Do you know what I mean? And I, I said I remember posting a video probably like 4 or 5 months ago, maybe a bit longer, and I said it was kind of like just give it five. So how I see it is, if I go out and I do 5k, then after that 5k, I'm usually in it.
yeah,
But you can take that into any aspect of life. I think even if you're new to running, like you go out for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, you probably think, this is actually all right.
yeah,
You know, it's the same as replying to emails. Like, just do five. You do 5 minutes, and then you get in that flow state. You know, like just with anything, I think give it 5 minutes, give it five tries, give it 5 kilometers, and then after that, usually you're in a better headspace. You're like, oh, do you know what? This isn't as bad as I actually thought. Like, let's keep cracking on with it.
yeah. Mate, it's funny. Pretty much everything you just said is how I feel about running now. Like I basically don't get a runner's high. 9 times out of 10 is just a grind, but I'm just happy with myself that I've got it done, basically. But it's interesting what you said about like just do the 5 kilometers, because when I first started running, everyone started asking me like, "Oh, don't do too much too quick. You're gonna get injured." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Mate, like I don't have time to not do too much because I've got to try and train for an ultramarathon. Like I've got no choice." But I listened to Paula Radcliffe, and she was saying that when she was in the peak of her training, she didn't believe in having rest days for injuries. If she felt sore, and 99% of people would be like, "Oh, I'm not going to run today," she would just run 5k. And she said by the time she had ran 5k, if the pain was getting worse, she'd stop. If the pain was easing off, she'd obviously carry on. And if it stayed the same, she'd run another five and see how she felt. And I was like, when I listened to it, it's funny. It's literally like what you're just saying, because she went on to say about how she does that in everything in her life: emails, cleaning the house, whatever it may be. And I think we imagine worst case scenarios in our head all the time, and we make things out to be so much worse than what they are. And I think that's kind of, for me, like the beauty of, if you start running, it teaches you more about what makes your mind tick than anything else I've ever really come across. Like,
Yeah,
kind
and
of crazy.
resilience as well. Like that Paula Radcliffe, like what you just talking about, that is just like pure resilience. Like she is injured. Like I'm sure that you've been in that situation before when you've been injured and you're just like you get out and you do it, and after a while you do feel a bit better. And you know what? It's not actually that
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, it's probably not that
Um,
deep. Like, you're good.
yeah, but it's just the getting out and doing it. And as well, other people's opinions can have a massive, like, they can rub off a lot on because because other people are sort of like, I don't know, it's different now because now I'm in it, I understand it a lot more from where like I don't know, a runner would be talking about, or someone that's like deeply involved in running or their job or anything like that, and they're just so obsessed and they just keep going, keep going, and keep going. And you will always have the people in the background who normally it's because they're worried about you and they're just
Yeah, they
like,
care.
oh no, yeah, like you need to rest. Like if you've got a little bit of a problem, just make sure you rest. And it's kind of like, if you were to, don't get me wrong, there are times that you need to
Yeah,
rest. Like there definitely are, but you need to pick and choose those times because it is more about being resilient. And if you've got like a little niggle, mate, if I would have stopped at every little pain or illness that I would have had,
yeah,
I wouldn't have got past the first week.
yeah.
So yeah, the Paula Radcliffe thing is just, mate, and that's why she was the best. You
100%. Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, she kept going with it, and she got out on that 5k. And if it was absolutely terrible, then it probably would have been because she would have known pain. And if it wasn't, then she would have kept going. And yeah, that's why she was the best, mate. But it can always it can always be like detrimental listening to other people's opinions. Like if you're going to say like, oh, my foot's hurting today, like blah blah, oh well, you need a rest. Like someone could automatically just be like, oh well, mate, you need to have a rest, obviously. But you know your own body. Everyone knows their own body, and yeah, not just in the sense of running or going to the gym or anything like that. Just in life in general, like you know when you need to have a rest, when you're on the brink of burnout.
Yeah,
But there's also a time where you need to push through.
yeah.
Like you just need to keep going.
Hey, I'm like a big believer in that. Like I sort of always say, like there's times in your life where sometimes you literally just got to put your boots on, be a big boy, and just get it done. And then there is other times where, yeah, you're allowed to give yourself a bit of grace and just be like, look, like you can just lie on the sofa today. But I think like what you've been doing, like, and as we said earlier, you have to be honest enough with yourself to hold yourself accountable. Like it's all well and good. Mum told me that I can have a day off today, so I'm gonna have a day off. Like, no, like be a
Yeah,
big boy, go
yeah,
get it done. And sort of as we've said, like, and especially for me, like talking truthfully, 9 times out of 10, once I do suck it up and get it done, I actually feel better about it. Like I'd
yeah,
have felt worse led on the sofa all day, because then I'd have been led there going, oh, I didn't get my run day done today. Like I haven't achieved it today. I think it's really funny how you're very quick to almost be soft with yourself, but it's actually like in a lot of times not the right thing for you. Is kind of what I find.
yeah. Well, I think I, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, being soft with yourself. I think people are a lot quicker to be soft with you, and be
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah, yeah.
it's
You're right.
fine.
Yeah,
Like like of course you can. Like you've just run for 5 days in a row. Like of course you can have a day off. Whereas, look, everyone knows their body, man.
yeah,
Like if you if you can get up and do it, then try and get up and do it.
yeah.
But if you're really, really struggling, then
Then that's
yeah,
okay.
but yeah, 100%. But I'm, mate, I procrastinate so much. So sometimes I find it so hard to relax.
Yeah.
Um, so if I'm to give myself a day off, like I get a bit jittery and then I feel like, oh, bloody hell. But I'm a worst case scenario kind of guy. And I try not to be like, I'm trying to be so much more positive now.
Do you
And I
think
think
this
that I have
experience
been.
has helped you with that? Do you reckon it's helped you be like a little bit more positive, procrastinate less?
No,
No.
I'll be completely honest with you now. Yeah, I'm kind of going through like a really confusing phase again at the moment. So since like I got ill a month and a half, 2 months ago, I was just like I was so run down, and I just got into like this really really bad headspace, and it was kind of like I can't really explain it, but I was just feeling really really flat and kind of as if like I wasn't really there, like I was just existing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which was
Just
very,
floating
very
through life.
strange. Yeah, yeah, which is very, very strange. Like I was still getting done what I needed to get done, but it was just like I had like no emotional, like it was like my emotional regulators had just like stopped.
Yeah. I
Like
think
everything
like
had stopped.
I mean I'm not a professional, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's like high functioning depression. Like, and I've definitely like experienced that. It's like everyone around you
Yeah,
thinks you're perfectly fine because you're still doing
yeah,
everything you need to do, but internally you're just
yeah. And I
nothing.
was, yeah, and it was weird because just before that, like I was so angry. Like I was so agitated and so angry, obviously because I'm just exhausted and blah blah, but everything would piss me off, man. And then I'm making up like scenarios in my head, like that haven't happened and that are never gonna happen. And yeah, that was really not good. But then I just went, I it was like a big flip, and now I've just gone to like I have it's really weird because I feel like a bit stale at the moment and I feel a bit stagnant. Like I just have no, sounds really sad, but I have like no emotional feelings towards a lot at the moment. There's not really much that scares me. There's not really much that would faze me. I just think I'm so in it at the moment. I'm finding it hard to find excitement in things. I'm finding it hard to, yeah, just be emotional, I guess, like have highs, have lows. It's just very like just don't really feel much.
Is that
So
something
yeah,
like, I guess, like for anyone listening, if they're sort of like in a similar place, is that something that you're like trying to actively work through with your
yeah,
therapist and stuff? Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we're trying to dig a bit deeper with all of it at the moment, but I think it goes back to like being present. So yesterday, like I had a really good day. I went out for a run with my mate in the morning. Then we went for a coffee, got a got like a coffee and a croissant or whatever. And I got back in the car and I was like, mate, that was actually so nice. Like I didn't worry about anything the whole time. Like I was fully present. I didn't have all of these intrusive thoughts and it was just really good. And sort of like I drove home, I got showered, and then I went out with a few of my other pals, like met my mate and his daughter, and then a few of my other mates turned up, and it was really nice because I was really present. Um, so I think in regards to that, it's like, and I haven't done that in ages. Like we're getting a bit older now. I'm 32 years of age. Like the boys are having kids, the boys are married and stuff like that. So it's hard for us to get together and like have those times together, you know.
Yeah.
And it's always great when we do. Um, but yeah, if anyone's feeling similar, like just a bit like blah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
no, not good, not bad, like just in the middle. You need to try and find the things that like bring you happiness and give you that it's the flow state, isn't it? Is it the
Yeah.
flow state? Like when you're in that flow state and just like you don't think about anything else, because that's what everyone wants to be in. Like if you could be in flow state all the time, then like you are winning at life.
Yeah.
Like absolutely amazing. But yeah, if anyone else is struggling and feeling like that, you need to find the things that do make you feel in that flow state, and like make you feel calm and make you feel a bit happy and just normal, really.
Mate, there's I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I've been reading the book and like, I've looked into it loads recently. There's this study called the Good Life Study, and basically it's like at Harvard University they've had this study going since like, I'm going to butcher it now. I think it's since like 1967 or something, and they basically got like, I think it was like nearly 200 men um, in this study. Some of them like super wealthy background, some poor, like some just normal people, whatever. But they basically monitored them over their entire lifetime. They took like blood samples, like every year. They did like interviews, questionnaires, all this stuff about like their personal life. And this study's been going now, like I said, since 1967, and it's into like the third generation. So it's like their kids and their kids again are part of the study. And the biggest factor that they found above like money, healthcare, like everything you can imagine, the biggest contributor to a happy life and being happy is connection with people. So like the connections that you have with like friends, family, and just people that care about you. And I think basically like this study is like pretty much proven that if you build meaningful connections with people and you feel connected, like I think it's like you're 30% healthier physically and mentally than what you would be if you just isolated yourself and sort of stayed like just was alone. And I think that's fascinating me because like everything you just said about like you met your mate, you went for a run, you went for a coffee, like that's building connection, right? You're feeling connected with people that care about you and you care about them.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, it's like it's meaningful conversations as well.
Yeah.
So like conversations like this, like conversations that I had with my therapist as well, like it doesn't have to be like your best friend. Do you know what I mean? It could
Yeah,
just be
mate.
a randomer. And as you say, like the connection is just the most important thing as well. But if you're having meaningful connections, like again, you're in that flow state,
Yeah, 100%.
because you're
Mate,
you're getting your
I DM'd you 2 weeks ago. Do you know what I mean? Like, I
yeah,
don't know, but
yeah,
like
yeah.
this, these conversations, like they fill me up and like they make me feel good about my day. Do you
Same
know what I
as.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Mate, it's powerful, man. Mate, I'm conscious of time. I don't want to keep you around too long, but just a couple of little things, basically on
Right.
your challenge and stuff, bro. Um, Basically, for anyone listening to this, watching this, how can they get involved? How can they help?
So the best way would to be, obviously you can follow my socials on Instagram.
We'll tag all that and stuff
And
in this.
on
So,
TikTok, yeah. So Instagram is at JoshJSA, and I'm vlogging pretty much every day and showing my journey through that. And then my TikTok is 5,656 reasons to run. But just sharing it, I guess, sharing, donating, getting the words about, and probably most importantly, the most importantly, the thing that I want people to take from this is that it is okay to be okay, and not everyone is okay.
yeah,
Even though you might think that they are, it's usually the people that seem happiest, most energetic, um, uh, most bubbly, and always like life and soul of the party that are struggling, which is obviously very, very strange because you'd never expect that. So it's a bit of a push from me to you and to anyone that's listening. Like, just make sure that you're checking in with your pals, and especially the pals that are always not always happy, because obviously people are happy, people can be happy, but yeah, it's usually the ones that are loudest and the ones that the main attention and blah blah, and you would never expect. So just make sure that you're listening into your friends and you're asking your friends, and really really listen, because I always thought that it was that I wanted to. I would only speak to people because I wanted solutions, and I thought that they would give me solutions. But now, as I've got a bit older, I feel that it's a lot of it. I just want to be heard,
yeah,
and when I am heard, I'm asked. People ask the right questions, and then from that, you find the solutions, and you don't have to figure everything out by yourself.
yeah,
Like, if you are struggling, contact people, even whether it's me or you. Like, my inbox is open, probably exactly the same as yours. Like, if
yeah,
someone
man.
wants to message, I don't have all the answers. I'm still trying to figure it out, massively. Like, I really, really am. Um, but like, I'm happy to help, and I'm happy to like figure it out with you. Like,
Yeah, man.
so yeah, just make sure that you don't stay quiet, and make sure that you do ask, and when you do ask, that you let people know on the way that you want to be helped. Some people like to be listened to, some people like to be comforted, and some people do like solutions.
Yeah,
Some people want to be helped in that way.
yeah. I think that's a real important point, actually. Yeah, super important. Um, yeah, mate, inspiring. One last final question from me, man, and I'll let you go. But this has been amazing, mate. Thank you. Um, for the final run, then, how are you planning to finish up? Is it going to be a Christmas Day jobby, or like what's the
It's
plan with
gonna
it?
it'll be New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, all
So
right, cool.
yeah, so we've done New Year's Day, started off on the 1st of Jan this year, and it
Yeah,
will be New Year's Eve. So I don't know yet. Do you know what? So many people have been asking me that this week, because I think everyone knows that it's getting to crunch time now. So I need to organise something, but when I know, I'll let you know. I'll let
mate, yeah,
everyone else
mate.
know,
I'd
and
love to
I'll
try to get involved if I can, man. Yeah,
yeah, 100%. Like, I just want to try and get everyone together, just go for a big run, and then just celebrate afterwards. Really, like, it's New Year's Eve as well, so hopefully, I don't know, can get everyone together, like down a pub or whatever afterwards, and like have a little drink, and yeah, meet some new people, like make some new connections, and yeah, just enjoy the evening and go into the new year like happy, and feeling like we have all achieved something, because it's not just me that's been on this journey, it's been my family, it's my friends, it's you, it's all the people that have watched as well. So
yeah, that's it.
yeah, it's all of us, and it's about all of us as well. At the end of the day, it's not just about me, it's so much bigger, than just one person. So yeah.
Mate, love it. Thanks so much, man. What a way to finish the podcast. Unreal.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for listening to today's episode of Maybe This Helps. I really hope that today's episode has helped you in some way. I don't know if you've been necessarily struggling with any of the things that we sort of spoke about in today's episode, or maybe you know somebody close to you that is dealing with some of these things. And if so, I hope this has helped you in some way. If you'd like to support Josh with what he's doing, his amazing challenge, running 5,656 kilometers. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. If you'd like to support Josh, all the links will be in the description of this video. And again, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope this conversation has been useful and it's provided you some value. I know it really helped me. And yeah, I'm excited to see how much money Josh can raise for an incredible charity and incredible cause. And I'm sure that it will do a great deal to help many, many people that are struggling. Thank you.